Hello everyone, welcome to another Friday night at the Art House Studio here in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. My name is Karen Ellis and I am here with Jen.
Hi everyone!
And we're going to be playing with some stuff today, kind of a mixture of things. I was playing with my Gelli plate. I'm developing some classes and stuff here for the studio today. And one of the prints that I had got was this one. And the first thing I thought of is, oh my gosh, it was like this. But then I turned it around and I kind of like this one better. All I saw was sunrise, and I'm going to the beach to celebrate Canada Day with my husband. Well, no, I guess I'm going by myself now, aren't I? Because I am so single. So hold on. So I'm going to use some coarse pumice gel. Here it is here, but I'm using it to focus. Keep focusing, camera. There we go. I'm going to use it for some sand, and I'm going to do this sunrise at our beach. And I'm thinking that's what I'm going to play with. I'm sorry to hear you were sick, Kathy. Hope you're feeling better now, kiddo. Anyway, gang's all here. Hope you're joining us. Thank you for joining me on the recording. And if you're here in person and just not chatting, as I see there's a couple of you doing that, welcome. And I hope that you enjoy the show. So I'm going to do some coarse pumice gel. And I'm going to continue with the PanPastel because Jen's kind of like, you asked me to, didn't you? You have to tell them. I am not on this PanPastel kick. You like this look.
I like the look of the PanPastel.
So I said, okay, I could always use some more practice with it. The last Sunday for our Paint the Grand, it was a wonderful success, and everything is being hung in the cottage over, I guess it's called McDougall Cottage here in Galt. And it's on display with all the other artists who came and participated. With a great following from the Art House Studio went, and I was so happy. And some of people who were in the area dropped by to say hi, which I really, really appreciated too. So thank you so much, everybody who came and participated in that. I did post a photo of what I created on Facebook, but I don't think I did on my blog, so I could probably do that. So hello, Lynn. How are you? Anyway, I got a hello. So that's what I'm going to do here. And I did already put down some acrylic grounds for pastel. This is a golden product. Because I'm going to be using the pastel on here, I wanted there to be enough tooth and enough grip for the pastel to hold onto this paper. Because what I've done is I've taken a monoprint with my paints, but it's just on like a cover stock. It's just on a cheap piece of cover stock paper that I use in my printer. So, but I loved it. I was just so inspired, so I'm going to try it. So pastels are on and they are somewhat dry. I am going to now put the coarse pumice gel on. And this is how it looks. It's pretty sandy. And I'm just going to scoop it out with my trowel here. It feels and looks much like wet sand. It's kind of cool. Ooh, well, it's cool as a medium. So I'm just going to spread it out.
Oh, I don't like that sound.
I'm sorry, it's like sand. I told you. I just want to do like a light smattering of it. And for those of you who are sensitive to sound, close your ears. Jen commiserates with you. Put it on mute. Most people mute me after they get to know me anyway. Who are we kidding? So hello Natalie, how are you? Some of you ladies I'm looking forward to seeing you come for Anna Dabrowska's workshops. I have a couple of spaces left if you haven't reserved yet, but they are going to sell out. Like when I say a couple, I mean like I think I have 1 or 2 spaces only in the canvas class and less than 5 fingers left everywhere else. So if you're interested, now's the time. You can get that information on the arthousestudio.ca. I think that's probably good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. All right. Jen doesn't want to hear it anymore anyway. Nope. Hey, Karma, how you doing, kiddo? So I am going to just move that to the side and let that dry. And while I let it dry, I'm going to show you how I took that print. So I'll do a jelly demo. All right, move that over. Here's my jelly. Flopping it in. I was over on the Gelli Plate website. They had some good ideas for classes over there. So I've been kind of developing my own things over here. Some of them using Gelli Plates, some of them not. But it's all good. One of the things that they did on the site was make their own texture plates. And I was like so totally inspired by it because it's like right up my alley. So this is just a molding paste texture plate that I made with, this is the Sunrise stencil, or Sunrise stencil from Crafters Workshop. Sunburst, haha, thank you. Sunburst stencil from Crafters Workshop. I did do some stamping in here because I did make it more smooth in the corners, and then stamped in some flower stamps, just some foam ones. And you can kind of see, because it's painted, but all the little pot marks in there. I also put in some bubble wrap just to give it some extra texture. Yeah, it's a fantastic technique. I had to, as soon as I saw it, I would just kind of went, duh, that makes perfect sense to me. So I made one of these up yesterday and started playing around, and I've been playing around with it more today. And I'll just show you how I've used it. So the trick is to make sure it's dry though, because especially with the light molding paste, sometimes you have those little peaks and valleys. Sometimes those peaks you don't really want there. Let it dry completely, and then just with your hand later, just kind of smooth it out. There's a tip for me to you that was not on that video that they did on Gelli. I just found that in my first print, I got all the little leftover pieces that I didn't brush off, and I didn't really want that. I didn't want it kind of stuck around. Yeah. I was surprised that it damaged the plate. It didn't damage the plate. Maybe I said something wrong. Hopefully, clarify your surprise there, Eileen, and I'll see where I go with that. But anyway, it's all good. So, texture medium, molding paste. It's all it was. Light molding paste. In a stencil, done. Okay, so I'm going to take some paints. Actually, I left my paints all over there, didn't I? Maybe I might have enough in here. I just used some of my Perfect Pigments. These are the Pure Liquid Acrylics from US Art Quest. Goldens work fantastic as well. Any kind of fluids. I love the fluids on Gelli plates, but that's just me. Is there an orange over there? Or is this the orange? That's okay. And I'm going to throw a little bit. Oh, I need magenta. Thank you. I'm just going to toss a itty bitty strip of magenta right down the middle there. I thought I did have a brayer here. Now I do. There's one right here. Thanks. Oh, it's all good, Eileen. Keep typing. So I've just got a brayer here, and I am going to do a nice smooth layer. I must have had something on here too. I'm just kind of moving the paint across the plate and mixing those colors in. I'm looking for my paper to print this on. Great.
What do you want?
So now I'm going to just take my plate, cover stock, and put it directly on top of the jelly and smoosh down. Do I sell that paint? Yes, I do, Natalie. I have it here in the studio, and there'll be lots here when you're here for Anna. All right, so I'm just making sure, kind of making love to the plate, rubbing it. What? Jen's looking at me like I'm insane, but maybe that's true. And I'm going to lift it off. So hopefully you can kind of see. You can kind of see it spurting out the texture there. A little bit? Yes, no, please say yes. So I'm going to take my first, this is that, I didn't do it. This is that, this is that cover stock that I was talking about. I'm just going to put it right on the plate and smooth it out with my hands and take my first pull. Yes, it's true. She did move. It was fun trying to get her some money, honey. Well, that kind of turned out neat. There's the first pull. I had a little bit more of a magenta line than I thought I would, but that's cool. I like that. And I'm going to take the shadow print now. I must have blended the magenta in a lot more the first time I did it. Well, the time I'm showing you. Yep. All right, Gelli. All right, ghost print. Oh, that's kind of fun too. I'm not sure about how that magenta, but it's kind of cool. You're never going to get the same print twice anyway. I think for this pair, I kind of like the first pull. Let's see if there's anything left. I don't think there is. Hey, Phoebe, how are you doing, kiddo? Do. Nope, nothing left. All right, I'm going to do it again, just with the yellow. That's a really neat first pull. I agree. I liked it. And the orange got to here. I'm just going to do yellow and orange, but I'm going to keep whatever magenta was on my brayer on there. Because there's a little bit of magenta on my brayer still. What? Oh. And I'm going to do it again, just because I like to. Until I got little bits in on my brayer. All right, first things first. Texture plate. Of course you did, Carol the newbie. I'm doing it again, so yahoo! Athara, I am very good. Thank you so much for asking. Getting ready for the long weekend. All right, so there's the texture plate removed. Like, that looks pretty fun. This has got a lot of texture on it. All right, first pull. Am I open tomorrow? Yes, I am. I will be here from 10 till 2. That's not bad for a first print either. Look at that. Kind of like that center. That's kind of cool. Now let's see what it gives me. What you thinking? Jen's going to see if there's any paint left to make her own impression. Are they still filming at the farmer's market? Actually, at 7 o'clock, they're scheduled to move over to the church. Oh, look at that one. There was. Let me show them. Jen got that off the plate. Yahoo! Good evening, Miss Nancy. Nancy, your stencils are here. There, I said it. Okay, so Jen's laughing at me now. Especially if it's just, hold on, what was that? Do you know what? I have been loving my jelly plate. She's wondering if this is going to be the catalyst to make her buy a jelly plate. I've been like having so much fun with it. I made something today I can't show you because it's going to be published. So, but I'm super excited about it. And it was with the jelly, and I made a journal book. I made one yesterday that is nearly as good as what I made today. But I was futzing with it, and I'm so happy with it, so it's all good. Anyway, da-da-da, we'll be good, we'll be golden. So that's how I did it. That's how I did the background, and now I'm going to paint on it. So where's the, here it is. I think I need to dry it with a heat gun. I just moved them up right here. And second pull is always your favorite. It's mostly my favorite, but not always. We're just getting my heat gun plugged in here. There's so many, like, I'll use that other piece for something, I guarantee you. And then do, yeah. Hello, hello, hello. I will admit though, 9 times out of 10, my favorite is the second ghost pull. And sometimes even the third. Sometimes the third really kind of piques my interest. Totally. So I just want to get these grounds dry. So I am going to kind of paint my own little picture. It is going to be kind of my own interpretation of what I see at the beach when I'm there, as in this weekend, because it's Canada Day weekend, and I'm going to go, and gosh, I hope it doesn't rain the entire time. Because that would be totally poopy. All right, well, have a good dinner. Hope to see you after. So, I really wanted you to see me putting these grounds on, but I probably should have did it before so it would be dry for you. Or at least had one ready to go, because that would have been the smart thing to do. Oh, well. Dress me up, take me nowhere. Oh, you went. Did you buy that? Crazy lady. Jen keeps buying me things. Oh, yes, please. Caramel with sea salt. Jen's going to Reed's. Anyone want anything? How far away is the beach? I go to Ipperwash Beach, Afala. It's 5 minutes from my trailer. Do-de-do-de-do-de-do. I'm going to kind of get it from the back here, see if that helps. I hope you all had a good week. I said chocolate. And caramel. Caramel, not karma. Caramel with sea salt. Yes, we love your Jen. I totally agree. Oh no. I don't know how to pronounce your name, whoever just said they're frozen. It turned out really great. Thanks, Nancy. On Facebook, I posted it. I was happy with it anyway. It really came to life after you saw it. You don't look nice covered in sea salt. I don't think anyone would. That's funny, Karma. But those chocolate caramels sure do look nice. I had my training session this morning. I can have a chocolate or 10. I'm just kidding. Did they stay open for you?
We're almost done making this.
I know. Isn't that sad? Makes me sad. Alright, I should have probably done this and did a presto and for the magic of TV. Because it's taking longer. I think it's because it's so humid.
Well, not here though.
Oh, it's pretty humid.
Here, this will make you feel better.
Where are you putting your luggage? I do not know where I'm putting my luggage in London. Actually, Carmen, if you can email me a decent hotel that's near the train station that goes to Paris, that would be really great. Because that would be where I would like to go. You've been worrying about it. Why are you worrying about it? Because of all the hullabaloo over the baby being born? The royal wee babe. I'm so excited to go to Europe this summer. I cannot tell you. No, I'm not a millionaire. So please keep it very, I am the next best thing to student friendly, Karma. As long as it's safe and clean, I'll sleep there. Jen, Karma's saying that she had visions of me trying to get my suitcases on and off the London Eye because they don't stop it for you. It's okay. I am going to sleep somewhere. But if I can be somewhere near the train station, that would be really grand. Because I don't want to be hauling stuff all over the place. And I'm literally only there for 24 hours. Not even 24 hours. I'm killing... She said safe near the train station. You're killing me here. If you can help, or at least somewhat near it. Or, okay, let's rephrase. With easy access to the train station. You must have missed a lot of news, Phoebe. I am going to Europe, baby. Karma's hooking me up. Yeah, right. But I'm going to be in England for like 18 hours. Just long enough for my daughter to go on the London Eye and wave at the Queen. That sounds like a good thing. All right. This is getting pretty dry. It's not quite dry, but it's getting there. Almost. Doody-doody-doody-doo. Doody-doody-doody-doo. As I'm singing to myself. I didn't do it. That's two I haven't done. Okay, I will do that. Karma's saying she's looking right now for a place for me to stay, so I better have good audio commentary so she doesn't miss anything. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. I think that's pretty good. Alright. So that cool for a quick sec. Oh, sorry. That was me. Alright, so I've got my pans here just for Jen, so she can be all happy and... What's the word I'm looking for? Jovial. I'm sorry, guys, I moved the camera. There we go. Yay! Glad you made it on a Friday. Welcome. Yeah. Oh, that would be awesome too, Natalie. Thank you. Natalie says her husband's looking. He knows London well too. Karma is in London, so, or small, maybe not in London, but in and around that area, right, Karma? Okay, pastels, check. Soft tools, check, check. Paper towel, no check. That was a hint for Jen, and she wasn't on it this time. So here's the deal. I want to paint my beach scene on this. I have my sand grounds here, which is the grounds, the coarse pumice gel from Golden. And just so that I had an idea, because I kept envisioning the horizon line and then kind of the water starting about here down. 19th. So I'm just going to put it across here as the water line. But because I don't know, I'm not a painter. I don't do landscapes typically, and I'm making myself a liar because that seems to be all I've been doing lately. But I'm not confident in painting them. So I did go and grab a little something off the internet. This, of course, is going to be my own representation, but I wanted to have an idea of what colors and how that transition goes when you're looking at a beach. Now this is sunset. I am going to change the coloring a little bit, but I just wanted to have an idea of how that goes. So remember I talked last time about color placing, and it's really not about, it's just all about color. It's not about stroke, it's not about line, it's about color. At least this is. So there's the deal. So I'm going to be using that as my reference guide. And kind of go from there. The other thing, because I like a reference guide, again, I don't draw. Like, I'm not proficient at drawing. I can copy well. I can't draw. When I'm talking about like I shouldn't say that. I can whimsical doodle and I have my own style of things, but if I want something to look a certain way and it's not something I'm used to drawing or I'm comfortable drawing, just like many of you, I'll go and look for some inspiration there as well. So in this case, I really wanted to do a sailboat. So I just took a silhouette of a sailboat and I'll just kind of use that as a guide as well. All right, that's it. It's kind of hodgepodge, hodge meal, hodge whatever. Make my own thing, but at least I have shape that I can take with me and color. Does that make sense? Have I lost you? I hope I haven't lost you. Anyway, I'm gonna have my caramel with sea salt on it. Look. Yum! Reeds. Cheers, everybody. All right. Excuse me while I eat this. Even Da Vinci used reference. Thank you, Callie. I really appreciate that. We all have a reference, right? All right, so I'm going to start with the water and work my way down, just because this might be still a little bit damp. And Phoebe, Sunday went really well, thank you. And here are my PanPastels, and remember from last week how I use them. I'm just using the soft tools. I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab some different colors. I'm going to go with my extra dark shades right now and a couple of the blues, and I'm taking my knife tool and I'm just going to accentuate that horizon line that I was talking about, like so. So that's kind of where I'm going to work from. Looks pretty good. Oh, you guys are just seeing chocolate now? Yes, chocolate. So I'm just taking my tool. Maybe I'll try to zoom in and hopefully I won't lose you. Hold on. There we go. So there's my line. I'm going in with a dark color. This is my dark shade, my extra dark shade in the phthalo blue. Okay? And I've grabbed some other blues in here too. I'm just going to press that on there and just kind of drag it. Kind of making like a smudge look. Hopefully like you see that? Hopefully going to start making some movement in there. Now they have some darker color through it like this. So I'm gonna, oh, I really want it to stay in focus today. Focusing is good. Focus. Will that focus for me? Hey, focus. Hello. It's not wanting to, why is it not wanting to, oh, ha, 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 ha. I don't know why. There. Okay. Might have to hold that close. All right. So I'm just kind of going around and where I was kind of adding like wavy marks, I guess. And I'll just show you, I'm kind of doing these areas through here, these little ones. Ah! I should know better. I thought maybe this coloring on this peacock would help me. There. Get the focus. It's enough. Do, 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 do. So I think I kind of like that. Coolio. Now I think I'm going to take my blue brush here and go in. I'm again using this palette here. I'm going in and taking a couple of blues along with the tints. I know you can't see very well, but I'm just, well, which colors I'm grabbing. But at this point, I'm just going to fill some in. With the orange underneath, it's kind of neat, actually. So I'm grabbing lots of different colors. I'm grabbing the phthalo blue, the tint, the shade, going into, what's the other blue that's right beside it? That is the ultramarine blue, which is a good plan. Kind of like having the orange underneath it. The orange undertone is making it look a little darker. And it makes it warm like the sun, right? Yes, of course it does, Karen. I'm just going to go back up and add some more. I just wanted to have a little bit of a start. All right. I'm going to go back in with my tool. This time I'm using the flat end just to drag it down a little bit more. And I'm just kind of blending it in. I'm using the tool, and I'm just with a circular motion just kind of blending it in. I'm going to add some ripple effects in a minute. Hi, Sonia. How you doing, kiddo? And I do want to add a tint of the ultramarine. Ultramarine's also got a little bit of purple in it, right? So again, I'm using the tint. And blending that through. Kind of liking that. I'm going to grab a little bit of the violet with my tint of the ultramarine, the ultramarine blue, just to get a little bit more of that purpley hue down over here. But I'm using just the tints right now. The orange underneath is very cool. As soon as I saw this print, this is exactly what I wanted to do to it. Wasn't it, Jen?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing, I just had to do it. I was just inspired to do it. So I'm taking the phthalo blue, extra dark, and just kind of putting in that line again. And I think I might actually take the violet and the ultramarine blue together in that extra dark shade and pull it as well. Pretty cool. I'm going to do the same, pull the extra dark in the violet under where some of these other lines I put in and around them. And I'm very lightly kind of continuing it. I don't know if you can see that. Just a very light continuation of that wave. Oh no, Carol. And I'm seeing what she's saying. And I've said it 2 minutes ago. It's a pretty big leg. That's for sure. So I'm kind of getting in. Now I did, as you recall, I did put grounds for pastel on this before I started using it, just because I really wanted it to pick up. Pick the grounds. All right. I'm going to go back in and start ultramarine and phthalo blue tints through here. And through here. There we go. Just touching a little bit of this. I know that's going to be sand, but you know how it meets it. Getting it in. All my little crevices. That looks pretty good. Okay, I'm going to change this palette now. I wish they would too, Sonia. Note to Ustream. Hello, Ustream bot. Please. We really would like to watch this. Alright, so now I'm going in the white. And as I add white to what's already here, I have not fixed this, so it is going to blend in a little bit. So I'm just going to try to make some white caps here. So I'm kind of going in. I think I might do something. I do kind of want it to be more like the sun being more defined here. That I wanted it to be really light coming out there, so I want to add some yellow too to mimic that light yellow shade that's in there in that sun part. So I'm just going to grab and mix it right in. Just kind of drag it down. Might grab a little bit of, what is that? Before I tell you what it is and be wrong. Yeah, dairy-eyed yellow. That was the other one I grabbed. So I'm just gonna. There we go. Can you guys see that? Do, do, do. You continue. Oh, good. I'm glad you can see the wave. All right, so now I'm just gonna go back in. Going back to the blues. Sorry, piling all my pastels beside me here. I'm just using this knife to see what I've got going here. I don't mind that so much. You see that? I don't know if you can tell. Jen, I'm doing this for you. Just saying.
Saying. I'm doing this for you.
I'm just kind of grabbing the knife and making this more of a. Oh, I have to fix the. Okay, I'm coming. There we go. So I'm going back in and adding it a little bit. And adding those flicks. Not as many flicks up here. That's kind of cool. All right. I don't mind that. You can't really see the yellow in there though. That's kind of bugging me that you can't see that. If you're not, I'm either watching Karen on the live stream or on the space from the space station. What? I missed something.
Somewhere along the line.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to grab some. I have another soft sponge here, and I'm just going to get some oranges and yellows to kind of blend in through. Just so it doesn't look as definitive. Okay. Not so bad through here. We're okay. I think I need a little bit more orange though. Right through here. There we go. All right. I think I need my little sailboat in here. Okay, so here's my sailboat reference. All right. And I have some pastel pencils. Here we are. And I don't want it too large. So I think that's probably as big as I want to get. And then oh, thanks, hon. And thank you, Natalie, for that suggestion too. Awesome. Oh, they're testing the robots from the space. Now I get you. Karma's saying she's watching the space station. They're testing robots and stuff today. All right. Oopsie. I think that's as good as it's going to be. Kind of sketched it out. I don't think I needed that that reference guide, but that's okay. Still looks kind of sketchy. Pun intended. All right, so I just want to, I think I'm going to just use the pencils. So what I'm doing is just trying to shade it. There's so I'm trying to see which one I'm using here. I don't even know. It's more of a brown. Let's see if you can see it. Oh, it's not going to focus for you, is it? But it is a brown from Faber-Castell. And then I also have the black. Thanks, Karma. She's not going to two-time me. You're so funny. All right, so I'm just going to take the white and sketch underneath the boat there, just to give it a highlight. And same over here. I do want a yellow, because the yellow from the sun, right? At least that's the thought. Here we go. See? Something just very, 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 very basic. Don't look at that technique. I don't know about that.
I'm loving it.
I got a little boat off in the corner now, honey. And I'm just kind of doing like a squiggle underneath there to hopefully show a little bit of motion. Here we go. Do 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 do. If you not feel the pitch. I'm almost tempted to put 3 of those little dudes in there, but we'll see. There's often like sailboats galore in the lake, but let's do the sand first. So your love. All right. So I'm going in the dairy-eyed yellow. I know I want to do that because I want to keep some of those warm tones happening. And I am going to move my color palettes. I'm sorry, I know you can't see this. It's out of my camera, but it's just I'm moving my PanPastels around. And I have my brown palette here as well. So all my neutrals. There we are. See all my neutrals? So I'm glad you like the sailboat. Itty bitty little sailboat. So I'm going to take my sponge brush and I'm going to dip it into that dairy-eyed jello. And I'm going to dip it into, I'm going to be using the burnt siennas and the raw umbers here as well. Mostly the raw umbers, I think. And I'm just going to start coloring. Oops, I lost you. See, look how beautiful that is on the pumice. Just soaks it right up. And the yellow and the raw umber and the raw sienna. And I'm kind of getting in there. I'm probably going to not do this sponge press any services by going right in it because it's so coarse. It's going to eat at the sponge, but it is what it is. I need to get in there. There are more sponges where this came from. And just kind of go in and do and cover all that up, and then I will go in and highlight it. So I'm actually liking this. I think this will be fun in a frame. I think I want a little bit more of that's the burnt sienna, a little bit of a reddier color. And I'm using the tints, but I think I'm going to pull in a little bit of the actual color as well. Yes. Oh, yes. Very cool. Just thinking I should maybe, you know what else they have are those. What do you think, Jen?
So far, I'm liking it. I am.
Do you?
Yeah. Looking at it online, you can see that the sun is set back
Yeah,
in
good.
the water because it's there, and then the beach. So
Good.
it's in perspective.
Yay!
Wow, I said that well.
You did. You said that very well.
Yeah. Oh, it's a commercial.
Jen's got a commercial.
Back to work.
Never let you go. Oh, 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 oh. Well, have some, thank you. I'm so glad that you think it's nice, Natalie, but really what did I do? I took a Gelli Print background, which was totally inspiring me, and a little bit of pastel. PanPastel with a sponge. Really. That's really what it is, right? There's a part of me that wants to get a little bit of reflective nature in that water. I'm thinking I might want to add like even a gel pen or a stickle or a, I haven't said stickles words in I don't know how long. Hold on, maybe I will, I just want to get some more of a darker. This is extra dark orange that I'm putting on here right now. Really dark. I needed to bring in some depth. I had a lot of depth in the water, but I didn't have a whole lot of depth in the sand. So I'm not going to cover the whole thing, but I am going to highlight some of this with this extra dark orange, extra dark shade orange. See that? Or some silks on the top. Ooh, silks could be fun too. See? It's kind of fun. I definitely want to do something where the sand and the water meet. I think actually I need like a Payne's Gray, which has got a little bit of a bluey, oh, there we go. A little bit of a bluey tinge. This is the shade of the Payne's Gray. Going into the, there we go. Now the tint. I'll let you go, la la la. This is good. Phoebe says, this is going to sound strange, but the water looks wet, and that's great. Yay! Thanks, Phoebe. That was a big compliment. Thank you. There we go. And does the sand look like sand, and not just because I put granules on it? You know what I mean? And not because I think I need to do a highlight on here. Maybe I'll just do it with the whites, because yeah, just with the whites. Cool. All right, so she said silks. I've never done silks on top of pan before. I wonder what happened. I say let's try. Is it what you thought? Okay, good.
I love it.
All right, I'm going to zoom out again so that you can see. There we go. There it is. Silks. What do we got? What's this?
It's all full of this.
Okay. Ooh,
Every silk.
the apricot nectar might be fun in the sky. All right. Might help me get my shimmer through there. Ocean Wave, Med Blue. Thinking Med Blue. Could you pass me paintbrush? I wasn't expecting paint. All right, Jen's getting me a paintbrush because she's such a good girl.
Little, big.
Little. Yeah, is that Filbert one there? Yeah, that's perfect. And I'll. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, so Med Blue. Let's try it. All right, I want to try it down closer to. Why do I love silk so much? You see that, Jen?
Ever so slightly.
All right. Can you guys see the silks? They're there. Actually, I should have. I'm picking up pastel because I'm thinking, I didn't seal
You're
it.
just getting over silks now.
Oh, am I? Okay. I need to seal this baby. Okay, hold on. Are they still filming over there? Are they outside or are they?
Lisa's still there.
Well, they should be in the church now. I just wondered if you could see them outside. For those of you who are just tuning in and wondering what we're talking about, if we're still filming, we have a movie, well, it's a television series set going on outside right now. Right across the street from me is our Cambridge Farmers Market, and they've been filming there. They filmed behind us in the post office. And they're filming across the street as well in the old church. And it's for something called the Murdoch Mysteries. It's a Canadian TV series that I believe is played internationally, from what I understand. So it is kind of cool. So it's a period series. Murdoch Mysteries is, I don't know, it's filmed in the early 1900s or late 18? Early 19?
I think early 19.
Early 19, and it's all mysteries and...
We film all over Ontario.
Yeah, totally. They do a lot here. I've heard that they've come here a lot. And they go to Brantford a lot.
Rockwood a lot.
Rockwood, yeah. Yeah, it's dry now.
We'll go check it out again.
Only 20 more days till you drive to Canada. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Where's she coming from?
That sounds like a plan, Lynn. Lynn's coming a day early so she has time to explore. Yeah, it's neat. I know you don't watch it, like, no. I have to, a lot of people do. It's a pretty popular, how many seasons are they in? Like 6?
It's been on for quite a while.
It's been on for a long time.
3, 4.
I know people who watch it all the time.
5 that I know of.
5 that you know of? Yeah.
No.
All right, so now I'm going in with the silks. Back in with the silks. Oh, see, now it's sitting on top instead of mixing with the pastel. Oh my God, it's shimmery. Wait till you see, wait till you see, wait till you see. And I'm just kind of mimicking those waves with the silks. Here we go. Can you see that? Oh, lordy! She'll be coming up between the lakes, Karma. All right. I would like an oyster. I'd like a sunflower. Yeah, probably. Trying to think. I do want another blue, but I think more of a cobalt. Or moonbeams? Ooh, purpley blue? Maybe, but probably more like the cobalt. There's my cobalt. She won't be no, she'll be coming up through Buffalo, kiddo. Alright, so I'm dipping this into the cobalt blue, just to kind of get those other pieces. Oh my God. Can you guys see that? I'm like getting super excited here. Crazy all my life. Now my pastels are shiny. Yeah, the silks do look great on this. But I see it's not quite focused here for you. Maybe it'd be easier if I zoomed in again just while I'm doing this part. Here, hold on. You guys see that better? See how that's coming through? I'm just going to move my control panel over. There we go. So that I can see what you're seeing. And I'm going in with the oyster. The oyster will give it a little bit of a white. There we go. Wonder if I use some of the orange or yellow, 2 coats, you could get some of that on Golden Pond look. Probably could. And I just want to get it a little bit more light by where the sand is. There we go. And Phoebe, the pastels are wet now. Just kidding. And I'm just going to touch that sailboat there. And I think I might take the oyster and almost dry brush it over the sand, because again, it's just going to tint it a little bit, but it'll give that shimmery feel that the water has now. Kind of like that. And I think I'm going to go in. The sand almost looks like clay like we have here. There we go. I do have to go into some of the all right. Let's get some of the sky done now too. I have some apricot nectar and some sunflower here. That should work. Sunflower. Empress Gold would be nice too. You're absolutely right. Might have to dig that out. Three a.m. was a long night. I'm just kind of going with the flow of the, what's the word I'm looking for? The template that was in there, the embedded template. There we go. Just ever so slightly. Jen didn't come right back. I think she's watching them. So I've got a little bit of silks on the top now, just enough to give it a little punch. Cool. Yeah, the pastels are wet now. Okay. I'm just going to dry this and see what happens. See if I still want to have something a little bit more glittery or not. Doesn't look so bad, does it? Go figure. Doesn't look so bad. Listen to me. All right. Good night, Callie. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's so nice to have you here. Join us another day. Okay, you know what? This isn't just me yet. I have another idea that'll make it more me. And I'm looking for a template. I'm looking for, oh, there it is. Found it. And, Erky. No. Maybe. That's a possibility. But, oh, that'll be too big. Where's the little one? Where's the little one? Right. And I want the blue. Good night, Carol. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm almost done. Okay. I'm taking some shades and the ultramarine blue. Now this is going to be really thin, and because this is a thick template, I'm going to have to really push that in. I'm overlapping on the beach right now, just a little. All right, let's see what this looks like. Yes.
That's a wrap.
Did they wrap it? You heard it? That's a wrap?
Filming, he was wearing like running shoes from today. Like funky shoes.
Because they were filming from waist up, probably. Yannick Bisson was filming his part wearing period get-up and running shoes.
They were black and neon blue.
Police just left. It is a wrap. Yeah. That's so funny. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, I kind of like that. Just that subtle hint. I wanted to add a.
I love the letters.
I love the. It's more me, isn't it?
A sailboat. Looks amazing from here.
Good. Silly little sailboat. I think that's good. I'm gonna fix this. I need a frame. Is there an empty frame stuck somewhere?
Particular color.
Well, I have color choice?
I don't know. You're white again?
Sure.
Where did we put that one we had last time?
I'm not sure. So I just fixed that. The water looks pretty good, actually. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Sailboat looks amazing. Thanks, Phoebe. Oh. Alright, Jen just passed me a mat. It always looks better with glass, though. No, no, no. There. What do you think?
Like that.
Do we have a black mat?
No.
But that's not a bad looking composition. I kind of like it.
Jelly plate, PanPastels.
Jelly plate, PanPastel, and silk. And silk. No, not so bad. I kind of like that. I'm going to have to put that up. Well, that was kind of fun. Yay! All right, ladies, I'm going to stop the broadcast record. So if you're watching the record, thank you so much for joining me. And play with pastel again, but this time we added a couple other things to them, and I kind of like it. Love how those grounds picked it up. Absolutely adore that. And thank you so much, Phoebe. I really appreciate that. She said that it has a good composition and great depth. Yeah, I kind of like it. I wish you guys could see this in person. Those of you who are coming here, there's quite a few coming here from out of town for when Anna comes. I will have this up with pretty much all my other artwork. Is up that we do on Ustream so that you can see them in person. It's always such a treat. Because I know it doesn't come across the same way when you're looking at it through the screen. Hey, Miss Heather. I'm so glad you love it. This is my beach scene. This is memories of Ipperwash. And the memory will be hopefully this weekend. Note there's no rain. Anyway, I will post this and the recording link and embed that right onto my blog at thearthousestudio.ca. You will find that. Click on the blog and you'll go to this. So thank you again so much for joining me on the record. I'm going to turn that off now. Have any questions at any time, email me at thearthousestudio@rogers.com. Thanks so much. Bye, everybody. Okay.